So here's my chain. It's 3.7 millimeter curb chain. And I know that I want to do, we're gonna do some double chain. This should turn out really super cool. And I think I wanna do 2-inch sections. And I think I wanna do like, I think 3 sections, and then we'll do the full piece to go around the neck. So I'm going to cut my first piece, and we'll just cut it right there. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put that on a piece of craft wire. And then what I'm gonna do is feed my chain. There's lots of ways you can cut your chain, but this is kind of a cool, fun, quick way. You can put them the chain on your wires. You see I did there, and then you can see pretty much where you need to cut the next piece, or you can just line them up, whatever you want to do. Oh my heavens, here comes you know who. Gypsy girl. Hi mama. Mommy's working. I know you want to be on the table, but you can't with the way the new camera angle is, Gypsy. Oh my goodness. Oh, you need so much attention. Oh my gosh. We'll use the jump ring since I have the double chain. So I'll just go ahead and wire wrap both sides. So we're just gonna do some simple wire wrapping here. And I'm using, I think I've got the 22 gauge. And just do a couple clean little wraps there. And now that I know I'm gonna do that, to tell you the truth, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do this. Instead of making each individual component, let me just go ahead and let's go out of the box in a way that I normally don't do things, which is let me just make all my little first portion of my components first. Okay, so what I was thinking is these sea glass. Oh, I mean, I don't even know that they need anything else with them. They're so beautiful. And they're an interesting shape. So I'm not sure, like, if we try to put the lava with it, let's see how that looks. Because I did not like pre-plan this completely. I planned it in my head. So kind of a little bit of designing on the fly. I just had an idea. We're gonna see how it plays out. Now, I'm not mad at that. That looks actually really cool. That looks cool. So let's do that. And again, another thing, guys, when you're making a bunch of components, we don't have to worry too much right now what direction our loops are going, because we're going to be adding jump rings, I think, is what I said, to connect these guys. So we will do that at the end. You can certainly make sure that your loops are facing, you know, the right direction, the same direction. And what I mean by that is the direction of our loops. And these almost actually are, but you just take your chain nose on each side and then just, you know, straighten them out to where your loops are facing the same direction. But with the jump rings, it's not going to matter too much, I don't think. In this case, so we'll do one more just exactly like that. And I like that with the lava rock, that's for sure. That turned out. That looks really cool. Just that, you know, this is like a really soft matte, and it's not even a shiny matte, but with the non-plated, porous white lava rocks here, I think that looks pretty cool. That works. I think it works. The textures just the mix of the textures, I think works right at the moment from what I'm seeing here. And there we go, and that's the makings of our necklace, and all we have to do now is put it together. Now, in order to put it together, here's what I'm thinking. I think we need to wire wrap the pendant directly to a piece of chain. And usually, in order for, guys, for a necklace like this to drape at the bottom correctly, I have usually found that you need to have usually between a 2 and a 2.5 inch piece of chain. Otherwise, it's like, it'll be like this, if that makes sense, right? So that's what I find. So let's go with, I think a 2-inch piece. That's going to be right there. And then if we wire wrap the pendant right in the middle, that should be good. So we'll cut that piece of chain, and now we'll grab some jump rings, and we will start to connect that. Let's connect this, and then we will do our pendant. And we're getting pretty close. So I think what I want to do is, let's go with the 4 millimeters and see how that plays out. So all you do now, guys, is for a project like this, if you've never done anything like this, you're going to open up your jump rings, and when I'm kind of like what I just did with the components, when I'm using a lot, I usually will just open a bunch, and it just helps things kind of go a little faster. Okay, so we've got that many open. So then what I'll do is I will feed on both links of my chain, and hopefully we can get away with it on the 4 millimeter. Because these are 20 gauge, so they're a little thicker. I'm hoping so. We're about to find out. If we can get 2 chain, this is the 3.7 millimeter chain, and we can get this on there, I think we're going to be okay. Perfect. Yes. We are fine. And then we'll grab another jump ring and do the same thing. And so what you'll want to do is you can actually twist your chain, by the way. You know, you could twist it up like that and feed it on. That's kind of a cool look, and that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be completely different. Sometimes dealing with such tiny little components, which is exactly what I am dealing with, you get the dropsies. Let's see if I can twist you around and then put you on the jump ring, and then you're all twisted, and feed that on. And just make sure you're securing your jump ring. So that's what that looks like, and that's really cool. It's no matter how even when you untwist it, it's just gonna be twisted. It's really cool. Okay, the next jump ring, and then we'll add the chain. And then we'll add that component on there, close it up. Grab another jump ring and keep going. it's just beautiful. It's so summery. I don't know what to call it. But here's what we have for our options of our pendants. So what we're gonna do is, again, see how the holes are, like this one's right here, and then it's gonna come out like that. And you can tell it's going on an angle, right? So what we'll do is, I think we're just gonna take and bend it right in half. Okay, and yeah, and then we're gonna have to do quite a bit of wrapping here so that it's gonna lay straight. That's fine. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece and I'm gonna pull this one up. I'm gonna kind of pull this piece around the top, and I'm just gonna go around that twice. And then I'm going to come up and I'm gonna go around that top wire. And kind of come back up and go around the top wire just once. Maybe twice. So go around that twice. I think that's good. And then we'll just make a loop and wrap it right directly to that. Now, there we go. Okay. And we'll let that fall right in the loop. And close the loop. And wrap that around and fill up that side. Very good, and I hope it's in the center. Oh, praise the Lord, it is. That would have been terrible if it wasn't, guys. And so this is what we have, and now what we have to do is just add a piece of chain. Let me put it flat. Okay, and so now let's see what we have. Oh my God, that's so cool. And I